And recording in progress. So welcome to the March edition of Coffee with Cathy. And it looks like I've got an echo. There we go. So I'm delighted to have you here with us today on this beautiful Saturday morning. Love having the cat walking across the screen. It has been the experience of everybody on Zoom. Since we first started this 5 years ago. This is the 5th anniversary of Coffee with Cathy on Facebook and live on Zoom. And today we will be bringing back for the first time in 5 years the Coffee with Cathy in person at the View. But for folks who are watching, we're going to get you caught up on what's happening around our great community today. Delighted to have here with me Betty Hart from the Kaiser Fire District and the Kaiser Community Library, and Pastor Dominguez from La Luz de Valle Church, who's going to talk to us about all of the work happening with Poder and messages from the community. Just want to get started today with a few things that are happening. I'm going to, as we famously say these days, share my screen. And there we go. Should be able to see my happy little coffee cup picture. Of course, we all have our coffee here with us today. I've got my little mug from Little Forest Scene, and Betty has her classic from City of Kaiser. And Pastor, we're all glad to be able to enjoy some casual conversation and coffee together. So I want to talk a little bit about what's happening at Chemeketa. You've been hearing a lot about their bond, about their programs that they have. And Diane Watson, who is usually here with us, is traveling today, but she sends her very best. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to share some of the other things that are happening on the Chemeketa campus. It is a cultural hub. And if you haven't been over there for plays, for music, for the farmers market that will reopen this spring, you have really missed out on some opportunities that are open to the entire community. I'm very excited about this concert that will be happening on April 4th, Armonias Mexicanas. That will be a beautiful recital by Melissa Terrell. So information here, it is April 4th, a Friday from 7:30 to 9 at the Theater Auditorium. And there's information on the Chemeketa website on how you can get tickets for this wonderful event. So don't miss it. This great performance right here in Salem. Also on campus is coming up another art show. I don't know if you know about the art gallery and the work that they have on display at Chemeketa. This is the art that's coming up for April. And again, really encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity for arts, music, and culture right here on our Chemeketa campus. They also do community classes such as CPR and first aid. This one's going to be starting on May 5th. So you have an opportunity to sign up for that class and get your card. I'm going to switch over to Chariots. RJ Navarro has been very busy with work and some other projects he's been working on, but I don't want to miss an opportunity to share this coming opportunity to make it even easier to ride Chariots. We all loved it when they got the UMO app for being able to upload and then pay for your rides without having to have coins or cards or whatever. It's on your phone, boom, an app. Easy peasy. Well, they're taking it even better. It is now going to have an app that we've been waiting for and so excited for, My Stop. It is going to be a real-time schedule. You will know where the bus is. You will know if there's detours. You will know when that bus is going to arrive so you can plan your day around how you can get on and to your destination through Chariots. Looking forward to the My Stop app coming April 1st. No joke, this is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to switch over to the city real quick, and that really happy looking group of people. Yes, it was pouring down rain. Yes, it was cold. And yes, Kaiser showed up. We had about 100 people show up for the 15th annual Civic Center Cleanup Day. Of course, Betty was there serving cookies. We promised. And sure enough, there were cookies to be had and a warm smile to greet you. And then people really got at it. This is the volleyball team from McNary High School who joined the Air Force Junior ROTC, who also came to work. Fantastic job by these young people. Boy, they can work me under the table, I'll tell you what. So thank you to them, and we filled that entire dumpster. I'm going to go over to an award the city just got, and that was in recognition with other community partners for safe routes to school. We've had wonderful programs that have been offered through Safe Routes to School that now offer programming at all of the elementary schools in the Salem-Keizer School District. Featured in the green dress is Beth Schmidt, who leads the program. At the end, we've got Sarah Duncan, Ian Davison from Chariot's Board. I'm in the middle there. City of Salem was also recognized. They didn't have anybody there at the time. And then the two additional staff members from the Safe Routes to School program. And at the other end is Mike Jaffe from the Council of Governments Transportation. He's the director. It is because of Safe Routes to School, we have great things like yesterday, I got to go and hand out certificates to the students at Clear Lake who learned to ride a bike. Now you're saying, well, don't all the kids learn how to ride a bike? Well, you had to be taught, right? And you had to have a bike around, and you had to have someone willing to push you and to teach you the safety rules of the road and fit that helmet. Thanks to Safe Routes to School, we were able to honor 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders yesterday at Clear Lake Elementary. So it was myself and Police Chief Andrew Copeland to celebrate the achievement of the students, over 20 of which had never ridden a bike prior to this program. So a great program from Safe Routes to School, and always check out their videos because Beth will be happy to put on a chicken suit and prove that the chicken can cross the road. This is a picture from Hayesville Elementary. A number of folks from around our community did Read Across America. Literacy is so important in our community. And Betty will talk about what's happening with our library, which is offering more and more programming every day for our kids, our families right here in Keizer. So it was a lot of fun to share some books with Read Across America. I think that might be, nope, one more. Don't want to forget the If I Were Mayor contest. The deadline is about now for getting in your video essays, written essays if you're in middle school, and a poster. If you want to compete in our local contest, we will be selecting winners here and awarding them on April 7th, and then advancing the winners to the state competition from the Oregon Mayors Association. If I Were Mayor contest, check out the details at www.keizer.org. And last but not least, we are making great strides toward fully funding the Gold Star Family Memorial. We're going to have a fun night down at the Rec on March 31st, starting at 6 p.m. We'll have raffle, we've got prizes, we've got fun bowling, and we have a promised match. The first $2,000 raised will be doubled. You heard that right, doubled. So we have the potential to raise $4,000 or more toward this wonderful project. Thanks to generous donors like you across our community, big effort recently by the Keizer Elks, we have passed the first milestone of the down payment for the memorial itself, so it can be ordered. And there's a grant application out for Oregon Parks and Recreation, and I think the announcement was made, but I'm going to wait and make sure that it was made, whether we got it, but it looks like we will be receiving that grant. More good news to come. You can be involved. You can make a difference for our Gold Stars family through the Gold Stars Family Monument. Come on down, March 31st, 6 p.m. And I think that's all I have on the city side. So Pastor Dominguez, I'd like to turn it over to you and let you talk about some great work that is continuing both in the community and through Poder. and I made some slides for you.
Thank you, Mayor. As you're doing that, I just want to share about an event that's coming up this Monday, March 21st. We're gathering at the Lutheran Church, several leaders, and we want to have a conversation about helping youth thrive in the midst of the uh, gun violence among youth and adults in our community. We're all affected by that. And so, there's a foundation. Um, Dickinson will, like I said, I will be there. I will be there. Other leaders, and if you're listening this morning, this will happen Monday at 10:30, a little bit early in the morning. We'll be having a conversation. We'll be discussing ways to educate our youth, our parents. We are most definitely praying about different areas in the community that would open up their space, maybe to provide uh, the education that we so desperately need. Education begins at home, by the way. The church helps. Uh, we support not only support family, we support our community, but we want to really make a difference in this meeting. And it will be at the Lutheran Church. It will be at 10:30 in the morning. For more information, I can put out more information. But yes, recently we met at the Capitol. Uh, there, as our mayor's going to put the slide up, we met to talk about Latino Health HB 3650. Uh, we gathered there. Our voices were heard. There were testimonies of important leaders in the community who want to provide health care to Latino families. And we're so thankful because uh, they came from different parts. We want to thank Representative Leslie Munoz, who's supporting, is making a difference, expanding the access to healthcare among Latino families and promoting, the empowering of the Latino families by this. And so we're thankful for those that gave testimonies. Here's some pictures on the screen of Leslie Munoz. Very interesting. The second picture about Salvador Amesola. He has a program that manages addiction in Madras. His testimony was so powerful, where he emphasized that culturally specific care is so beneficial to the Latino patients who are attending or who are there getting services there in Madras. He talks about the importance of seeking medical and mental health services and so forth. So his testimony just underscored the importance of better health care, better health outcomes. The third picture you see is Soida Utter, a community health worker who came and she shared her insight into the healthcare system. She talked about the importance of guidance that's essential in the process of the providing of healthcare. There are some stumbling blocks in the Latino community that sometimes our uh, our community, our Latino community, doesn't seek healthcare because there's either a language barrier, um, that they're afraid to go because they're not going to understand, and so there's a hesitance in the process of healthcare to seek the doctor's care, to seek mental health, to seek those services that are available. And so her testimony just brought the importance of the access is not enough, and that guidance makes all the difference. And so we were blessed there. We were some of us gave testimony. There's another person, Dr. Tony German, who works at Salud Medical Center in the Woodburn area. in his testimony, he brought out the fact that, representation in healthcare matters and the need for Latino as a doctor. He talked about his experiences there at the clinic where he works, and his testimony was very supportive of the House Bill 3650 for Latino health system. Basically, what it is we're asking our representatives if they would consider, first of all, uh, bringing in a group of doctors, nurses, and kind of like uh, a group of people that can start preparing this agency of healthcare to the Latino community. And so we still haven't gotten a word, but in April, I believe April 23rd, we get an opportunity to go back to meet some of the representatives, to share some more with them about the importance of representation in healthcare among Latinos. And we're kind of excited about this because it's representative of our community to reach out to people of different nationalities. And so this will be so helpful in knocking down those barriers in accessing the care that people need. And so that's all I have on that, but we're looking forward to a great outcome. Here is the thank you, Mayor, for this. There's going to be a day called Lobby Day, Wednesday, April 23rd, from 8 a.m. to 11. We get an opportunity to an opportunity to talk to the different people involved in making this decision for pushing for the passage of HB 3650, where advocates and community leaders, different organizations are going to meet to get support for this bill. And so you're invited. You're invited to come to share in this process.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And if you can get me more information on the event on reducing gun violence, that would be fantastic. And I'll be happy to share that with the people on Facebook and so forth. So if you get that to me, we'll share. That's how we get people to know what's happening. I'd like to welcome the Kaiser Chamber has hopped on the call today. Right now, I think we're going to be going to Betty to talk about what is happening with the Kaiser Fire District and our library. And then I invite the Chamber to share what's happening with our great business community, because there's so much. You guys, I don't know, I can't keep up with everybody. Seriously, it's awesome. Betty, I'm going to launch it with the slides for the fire district and then pop over to the library. Does that work? You're on mute. There you go.
Yep, thanks. Sorry, I was so excited to share. I'm going to start with the fact that we recently did an employee satisfaction survey, and it compared it with the one that was done in 2021. And it's amazing how much more satisfied employees are. Of course, as always, there's more work to do, but now we know areas that we need to focus on. And so the staff is looking at ways to do that. Do you have the stair climb picture? What's up next? Okay, yes, we are hiring single role paramedics, I believe. We're also inviting people to apply for firefighter, paramedic jobs as well. And the single role is a great opportunity for somebody to get into the fire service. And we've had several who have started as single role paramedics and then advanced to become firefighter paramedics, and which means higher pay as well. So it's a great way to get started. And so you can just go to the Kaiser Fired, well, it says kaiserfire.com, which probably will take you to kaiserfire.gov, because
Yep.
we did get a .gov anyway to find the applications and get started with that. We're also accepting yes, defensible space is such an important thing. And interestingly enough, we all tend to put wood chips in our garden beds, of course, which is not necessarily the best thing to do because they are flammable. And when it's dry out and sunny, they tend to dry out and become more flammable. So there are lots of things you can do, and you can to improve your defense, your home area, so to prevent fires and keep them kind of contained if they do occur. Okay, you have, yes. So I want to congratulate our personnel who participated in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society firefighter stair climb in Seattle a couple of weeks back. Interestingly enough, as you can see, the pictures show these people in full turnout gear, and they also carry a pack on their back, and they climb a lot of stairs. You know, I have to admit that if I were to put all that stuff on, I'm not sure I could even cross the street, let alone climb a stairs. But their team donations are close to $11,000 and still climbing. And I want to give a shout out to firefighter Amber Butler, who's retired, engineer and Amber Wentlock, engineer Aaron Kennan, firefighter Joe Hiller, firefighter Brittany McCormick, and battalion chief Rachel Borazovich. And so I'm particularly impressed how many of them are women. I believe Amber Butler has been doing this stair climb continuously for many years. So congratulations to all of them, and for completing the stair climb and raising money for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So that's a great thing.
Can you
And
go to the library?
oh, okay, I do have one more thing. We hope to have a new position opening soon for someone in place of someone who's considering retirement, and it's for a community engagement coordinator. So stay tuned. There will be information on our website. So we'll go to.
Oh, before you leave that, want to know, May will have our pancake breakfast. That's the next one, right?
Yes, it will be the weekend of Kaiser Fest, that third Sunday, and it's always a lot of fun, and they make very good pancakes, I will say. So I'm personally looking forward to that myself. So
Okay, just want to make sure we get everybody on everybody's calendar, and we'll hear more about
yes.
Kaiser Fest in a minute from the chamber. We want to get that plug
Right.
in. We love our pancakes.
Yes, of course. Okay, so this month, hold on a second. In and Out cover to cover reading program through April 12th. So children ages 4 to 12 who read 3 books or for 300 minutes will earn a free burger from In and Out Burger. And children can sign up for free at the Kaiser Community Library. So this is spring break week. It's a great opportunity for kids to get some reading done and earn a hamburger in the process. Lots of fun. We have on our website the calendar for this month with lots of things going on. This afternoon is the adult coloring group at 1:30. You could bring your own supplies, or there will be some available. And then it's on, also takes place on the first Tuesday at 6 p.m., and that's April 1st. And we also have ongoing reading for preschoolers on Wednesday mornings at 10:30, and Spanish preschool story time is on Saturdays at 10:30. So there's that will be also this morning at 10:30 if people are interested in going over, but every Saturday it's available. And we have a lot of books that are in both English and Spanish, so it's a great opportunity for families to learn more and help kids who where Spanish is their first language, or even where English is their first language, to help learn more about Spanish. And we recently started an adult book discussion group. Oh, there's the coloring. And a lot of people really enjoy coloring, and this is an opportunity to do it with others. And it's can be very relaxing. I've always had trouble staying in the line, so it's not my best. Look, anyway, so that's
It's
a
fun.
great, that's so great. And we're starting this book discussion book club for adults. And so the next discussion group will take place on Monday, April 14th at 6 p.m. It is an opportunity to share with others a book that you have really enjoyed reading. So it's not, it's not one of those kind of book clubs where everybody reads the same book and then talks about the same book. It's you bring whatever book you've recently read and share with others why it was special, or what struck you about the story. And it's a good way to learn about other books that you might enjoy reading as well. So again, that's going to be on April 14th at 6 p.m. at the library. And then,
All go.
yeah, okay, let me see if March is Women's History Month, and there are many books at the library featuring women who have made a difference in our country. And there are some of those are actually written for children as well as ones for adults. So that's good. I have one other thing to announce. If you haven't bought your Rotary raffle ticket yet, you can still do so online at kaiserrotary.org. Click on Raffle and Party 2025. Tickets are $50. First prize is $10,000 in gold and silver coin. Second prize, $1,000. Third prize, $500. And your stub will allow you to attend the party on April 5th, which is definitely worth the $50 you pay for the ticket. Dinner is included, and there'll be both a silent and oral auction during the event. It is, as far as I'm concerned, the best party in town. So you can support the Rotary and the work it does. We have invested over $1 million over the years in the Kaiser community. So this is the main way we raise money to do those things.
Well, that's not even counting the volunteer hours that get done. And
yes,
because true to form, if Kaiser shows up, Kaiser Rotary shows up. And
yes,
you've been so
exactly.
instrumental in so many projects
Yeah,
all over
right.
town.
So the reason I was there handing out cookies, besides the fact that it's a fun job, is because Kaiser Rotary was involved in the cleanup last weekend. So yeah,
That's
important.
right. So thank you. And I'll put that into the chat. From people want more information from Kaiser Rotary, definitely to go to your page and to keep supporting the folks that support us across the community. There's so much happening, especially with spring break. We have the Great Raindrop Scavenger Hunt coming up this week. Actually, this the end of it's been all month. So look at the city website for that. You've got reading opportunities. You can go play in the parks, go for bike rides. The family bike rides are now back underway. And I'm looking to see if the chamber's going to pop on the screen. Corey. Oh, it's Lewis. There
It's
you go.
Lewis. Sorry,
Hey,
yeah.
Lewis.
How we doing?
We're doing good. Thanks for hopping on today.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeremy sent out a call. Unfortunately, was going to California and asked if anyone could come on. And I figured since I was president-elect, I might as well jump on.
Fantastic. So I've got your Facebook page teed up so I can share some stuff. Why don't you tell me what, I mean, we don't have 2 hours, but the short version of what's happening with the Kaiser Chamber.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that right now there's a lot of great things that are going along. You know, the things that we're trying to do in partnership with the city and doing the oh my gosh, the info center is exciting. So definitely been talking about that and things that we can do to just even improve that and make things better and continue that great partnership that we have with you guys with that. So that's a great thing that's going on. I know right now they're also working, the Network Women of Kaiser, the subsidiary of the chamber, is working really hard right now on getting their Percy auction all set up and going, as as well, with helping out with the Rotary event that's going on as well and all those other things. So a lot of great things and great causes are going along on with that. And that Percy goes partnering with the Oaks to help all the families at Christmas time with presents and food and things like that. So definitely really excited that we get to be a part of that, and they just, I mean, they really enjoy it and take a lot of pride in what they do, and so we're excited to be a part of that as well. And obviously the big thing coming up here shortly in May, I guess it's 7-8 weeks away, is good old Kaiser Fest. So we did some things. We've listened to what everyone says. We didn't really hear anything bad about last year, but we did listen that everyone does want it back in May and back to the old school tradition of what we have going on. And so, we listened to that, and we definitely wanted to do what we can to make, obviously, the city of Kaiser, all the residents happy and what we can do. And so we are definitely working really hard. It's a short turnaround from last August to May, but it's a challenge that we're excited to take on and do. We have some great concerts that coming out this year, so we're super excited for that. We have Jackie Rohr coming out. So that's a big name that's going to be out there this Friday, or that Friday. Gabriel Cox is opening for her. So that just alone is a huge day that's going on. And then even to make that go a little bit further, Brian Canini has been doing a phenomenal job on our golf tournament that we have going on. We decided this year that we're putting all of our eggs in a basket and really going to focus on having one really good tournament instead of two this year. So I mean, the things that he has going on this year, I think we're 1 or 2 whole sponsors away from being full, which, we haven't had that for a while now. So definitely really excited to do that and partner with the businesses around town and get them out there so they could, share their business and do things like that. We got some great prizes that they're doing and some different events that's going to be going on during that. So super excited for that golf tournament to go on. Like I said, he's put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that and has a lot of pride. And so that's definitely what the golf tournament needed this year. Like I said, with the concerts, we got 5 guys named Mo that's going to be there as well. I don't know how many, but we got a bunch of vendors that are going up. And to anticipate, even though it never rains in May in Kaiser, we're working on putting up a tent to go over a bunch of the vendors. So that way, when people go out there, they can go out and vendors aren't getting wet. People can go out there and enjoy and see what we have. I know that the the Kaiser Art Fair is going to be out there. We're going to have the art walk again, so they're going to be down by the river, and they're super excited about that, and we're excited to partner with them and just continuously get some good things in there. I know that the food vendors this year, we're working on not just having some of the great food trucks in Kaiser out there, but we did make, I think she found a hot dog truck, Corey did this year, so we're trying to gear the food to be more towards kids as well. That way it embodies all of Kaiser, and that way if you go out there's going to be something for everyone. We're working on some type of entertainment for the kids, some type of rides. I think we're still working on that, but got some irons in the fire. So definitely, I mean, this year definitely, even for me, I'm just more excited to see what's going to come of it, and how we're going to do it, because I think it's going to be bigger and better, and I think people are going to enjoy it.
Well, I would totally agree. I would encourage people to go to your Facebook page. You're always adding new information
Absolutely.
to keep everybody up to date on what's happening with the Kaiser Chamber. And what's really cool is that what you're doing with the Kaiser Fest builds community. It also builds that the relationships between our businesses, local businesses, and our community. But you do so much more. And oftentimes people think of you guys with Kaiser Fest, but the Kaiser Chamber does a lot to build up and support and to elevate our local businesses with classes, leadership Kaiser, and even more supports and more training opportunities are coming. I've been getting some tidbits from your executive director on some great work that is going to be done to continue to elevate our local business community. And I think sometimes you guys don't get the credit you deserve for the work that's gone into supporting our business community. So I want to give y'all a shout out.
Well, thank you. We definitely appreciate that. I will say this board that we have we are really just business and oriented and what we want to do for our community, for our small businesses, and all that kind of stuff. And I think all the information that we put in, I think is phenomenal. I mean, the like you said, Leadership Kaiser, it's been a really big success, and we're still going to continue on with that. So that's exciting to be able to do that. I think they got some thoughts of already the next one going to be in the works for that one. And yeah, like I said, I think the board that we have, when we're there, we're all engaged, we're all putting in input, we want to be there. We definitely want to be there. We definitely want to help grow the chamber and make the chamber better than it has been in a long time. And I think the people that we have in there definitely want to do that. I mean, we're always talking about it. So we're definitely excited to see, we're excited to see what we've done so far, and we're definitely excited to see what we're going to move forward and all that good stuff.
So I'm showing a few shots from readers from the Network of Women. Oh gosh, I just blanked on the name of the woman who's leading
No,
the Kaiser Network of Women. I'm so sorry.
it's all good.
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job. I love going to those lunches. The readers just this last week with the superintendent from our Salem Kaiser schools was extremely well attended. And I thought it was a great opportunity for our business leaders and our education leaders to have a conversation that is so germane to the health and vitality of our businesses and our families. So just really relevant information. There's information on the Percy auction and Kaiser Fest. So you guys are really, really busy, but in doing things that are really going to keep on building community. Thank you so much for what you're doing, what your board is doing, and building community. And looking forward to doing even more as we get ready for the big Kaiser Fest.
Absolutely, we do the same. Thank you for having us.
All right, thank you so much. Well, to wrap up today, it's been a real pleasure to learn more about what's happening with Temecula Community College, with Chariots, with our Chamber of Commerce, Fire District, with our Latino community and Poder, and the city of Kaiser. These Coffee with Cathy productions are produced by myself as an opportunity to share information with you, members of our community. And it's been a real pleasure to do this over the last 5 years. We're going to be continuing these monthly broadcasts. We would like to hear from you about speakers you would like to hear from over these next few months, and see if we can get them on the next editions of Coffee with Cathy. We will also be bringing back the live Coffee with Cathy events starting today, March 22nd, over at The View. So watch Facebook for more information on events coming up. So thanks again to my friends, Betty Hart from the Kaiser Fire District Board of Directors and the Kaiser Community Library Board of Directors, Pastor Jose Dominguez from La Luz de Valle Church, and Louis Reiswick from the Kaiser Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. I'm Cathy Clark. I'm the mayor of the city of Kaiser. It's a pleasure to be with you today on the March edition of Coffee with Cathy. Have a great day.
You too.